All right, how you doing today? Today we're taking a look at the RX1200, the 12-bit sampler. This is a recreation of the EMU SP1200, a sampler created in 1987. There's one really unique feature of this item that made it very popular. So the limitations at the time of this sampler's creation actually turned into one of its best features and made it a legendary device with 90s hip-hop producers, that gritty sound that we all know. Anyways, let's check this thing out. I'm gonna go over the features, play some sounds. It's very inexpensive. There'll be a link down in the video description below. I actually got it at half price, which was even more of a deal. And when you purchase it, they have free expansion packs that are coming out staggered over time. Right now, they have the factory default and the ambient pack out. By the time you're watching this, there might be more out. Who knows? But anyways, let's check this out. Let's take a look at it. So on this display here, we have the sample, we have the stereo, mono, left, right, we have a filter, we have the speed, we have another fine tune, we have the gain and the output, and then we have the patch, drum kit, stuff like that. Over here, we have three settings for the tune, the decay of the sample, and the mix with left and rights as well. And then we have 8 banks down here, or I'm sorry, 4 banks with 8 samples each. So we can switch between those. And we have our patches over here. They also have a bunch of preset things here. They have like the speed of the samples that you can load your own samples into. These are all just blank. We have the ambient collection. We have the factory collection. Just load up a sample there or a pack there, if you will. Right now, I have this pattern programmed in. So that's one I just created really quickly. We have our master volume. We have our velocity response. So if it's at 0, all these hits are going to be the maximum velocity, and then we can change it to get some more dynamics out of the sounds if you want. We have our edit page here. We have our sampler. We can do stuff like this. Reverse it. All that kind of stuff. We could load our own samples. It is drag and drop, so I could just drag ones in here. But there's a huge collection of content in here. So the unique thing of this sampler was to save memory. The users would often sample 33 RPM records at 45 speed and then tune down the samples on the SP1200 to restore the original speed. This technique doubled the sampling time, but it also lowered the sound quality. But surprisingly, this altered sound became popular among hip-hop producers and many best-selling records of the 90s. For example, the snare drum here, the speed is 33, cut it in half, 45, and then tune it down. Fine tuning. Pretty much how the example of the original unit was, to get that grittier sound because it degraded the sample. And like I said, these preset patches here, template collections, they have different settings. I haven't really experimented too much with this to get different grit sounds, if you will, lo-fi. So this is the setting page here, and we can do it 2 ways. We can have the octave, because there's 4 banks of 8 sounds, and we could split it up this way, or we could just do it linear. The octave way is easier to determine where everything is, because it's all like the first notes, second notes, third notes, and so on. And then we also have this feature where some of the sounds, the pitch sounds, actually any of the sounds, you could change the pitch chromatically on your keyboard, for example. So that's just, it's that sound there. So that's just one sample. So we could do that chromatically on the keyboard as well. So we don't have to change the pitch on these knobs here. Very cool feature for getting different sounds. Now I wish you could knew what song or what key everything was in. I'm not sure if that's all set to like C chromatically on the keyboard. I haven't looked into that yet. So yeah, a lot of interesting things with this. And by the way, the decay, that's what that knob is. Now the tune in this mode is not affected like it would be here in the other settings. All right, so let's play some sounds here on the pad, see what happens. Just ambient collections, pretty cool. A lot of patches in here. Sometimes it's hard to find out what's on what pad. I'm just kind of improvising here. There's something cool, maybe. Nothing up there. Just those. Okay. Just those little bit of samples. You can see the pads down here. So just those 8 samples. But you could do some cool things with that. All right, so there you go. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Please do check out my other videos that you see them floating around screen here, or if you're on a different platform other than YouTube, check the links in the video description below. There'll be links in the video description below for this as well. And that is all for now, and I will talk to you soon.